Hey everybody, that's Ed and Leanne. We like to welcome you all here. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate your support and your prayers. Our mission statement will be 1 Thessalonians 5:24. He who calls you will do it.
Want some help?
Well, wait a minute. Let me get this. He who calls you will be faithful. Who will also do it. Wow. Let's start over.
Close.
Try it again.
He who has called you is faithful and also will do it.
Project. Just be stern.
You say it.
This is what we're going to do over in Haiti.
Uh-huh. He who has called you is faithful and also will do it.
Why Haiti? For me, I did some over-the-border missions maybe 12, 15 years ago. 3 years ago, went to the Philippines. Prior to that, I lost my job. Then went to Cabo the following year. Leanne and I went together, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, stern. Be stern.
Yes.
My dad's not the kind of person that just gets up and goes to somewhere like Haiti. So it's crazy that he's like, this is where I'm called, and this, like, I know. And like, with any opposition or any trial at all, like, he's just like, well, this, I know God's calling me to do this. So like, doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. So.
The following year, she went to Cabo by herself. I had to stay home and work. And so that was 2 missions for her to step out. And then for me to go to Haiti, it was basically my daughter, Jessica.
God must be calling me to the mission field. I'm going to be a missionary. And so when we went to Haiti, I was like, all right, I'm going to move to Haiti. Like, that was my plan. And then I get there and I was like, nope.
She signed up, says, well, she asked me first if we want to go to Haiti. I said, oh, we'll sign up and see what the Lord does. And so we ended up going. That's why Haiti.
I know that's where God's calling them, and that's super exciting to be a part of a family that my God is calling my parents to be missionaries in Haiti.
Just the idea of getting to go over there and affect a culture, it's difficult for me to anticipate because I haven't been. But I know from Jessica and her feedback and Ed's that they're hungry for the Lord. And anyone that will be willing to listen to how much Jesus loves them, that excites me.
We're placing our lives in God's hand and want to see Him and expect to see Him use us in crazy ways for His kingdom.
I'm really excited because God chose me. You know, I came back from Haiti and I got clear direction from God. It says, clear up your finances. I'm going to send you out in the missions field. As soon as I got relieved of a grand opening at the store I was doing in Santa Monica, I got confirmation from the Lord saying, you know, you and Leanne are going to go to Haiti. And from there, it simply amazes me how He orchestrated everything.
Once you surrender to the Lord, because He literally puts you in a place where that's the only option you have, it goes by rather quickly.
We see God's hand in it, everything, every little detail. We see God's perfect timing of now.
They're so trusting in the Lord that it's just totally calm and peaceful. And that's been an encouragement for me.
Granted, I am leaving my kids. I did offer them for them to come. So, you know, in the Bible it does say, you know, you leave your kids and
Mother, father, brother, sister, children,
yeah,
house, everything.
When we first found out that they were planning to move like super soon was, I think when we all kind of banded together, I guess.
But that's one thing I've been learning is trusting in the Lord and really leaning on Him and not just some parts of your life, but everything.
I know He's been grooming me for the last 6-7 years in children's ministry here. You know, same program every year. And I think I finally got half of it and able to go over there and share it.
Like, I think Ed's gonna just really flourish. I think that's like, he's so good. And I think Leanne's gonna like totally be used in different ways than she even expects, you know?
God has been preparing my heart for years to where I don't feel comfortable in this culture anymore. As difficult as physically it will be over there, in many ways it will be much more easy for me because it's real.
But they really are stepping out in faith, and especially going to Haiti and in a time where most people are thinking about retirement, and they're thinking about how can we serve the Lord more.
I'm going to be with him, and I don't need to know anything else. Serving the Lord alongside my husband is my very heart's desire, so I don't need to know anything else. So we just feel really privileged.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path.
All things work together for good to those that love God and are called according to his purpose.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. And I think that verse defines our family, and I'm so thankful for that.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for your love and your support.
Thank you for your prayers.
I just want to say thank you, and it's going to be a crazy ride, but it's going to be fun.
There was a girl that I'd always thought was kind of cute, and she was around the church, and she worked at a place that I went to frequently after church services with Jordan and some of our other friends, and it got to the point where we would go to Mimi's Cafe every other week, and if this girl wasn't working, we'd just kind of turn around and go, she's not working, I don't want to go. I never considered that we could ever be anything. I never thought that we could have a chance together, just thought that she was a cute girl. One day, this cute girl that I knew, that worked at Mimi's, that went to my church, came up to the sound booth, and we kind of had a past of just saying hello, passing by as acquaintances. She would always seat us when we went to the restaurant, but we found out we both played basketball, so we'd always joke about, oh, we're gonna get to play together and play basketball at some point. And, it was something that we both knew was kind of never gonna happen. And, but this time she seemed a little bit more serious, so she asked for my phone number. We ended up texting each other back and forth that night until who knows when, and even into the next morning when I woke up, there was another text message from her, and nothing really came out of it. We texted back and forth, and we became kind of a little bit more of friends, and that was it. We didn't really talk for a long time after that. I was sitting at my house, and at the time I was watching a TV series, and I was really into it, and I remember getting a text message from this girl, and she just said, hey, what's up? Haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on? How have you been? And I thought, oh, this is weird. I wonder why she's texting me, like, of all people. So we started talking, and we ended up texting for quite a while again, and that led into talk of the basketball joke again, and how we need to get together and play basketball sometime coming up. And we started saying, yeah, we should hang out. And so I invited her to hang out with me and Jordan at Not Scary Fun. So about a year ago, now last October, Jordan and I had an idea that we were going to get a group of people together to go to Not Scary Farm, and plans kind of fell through. We invited a lot of people, and Kristen ended up being one of those people, and I thought for sure when I invited her that she wasn't going to want to come. She wasn't going to want to be here with just a bunch of people that she might have not known, and then things started falling apart. The people that we invited couldn't come, so I had to tell Kristen, oh, well, these people weren't able to make it, so it's actually just going to be me, you, and Jordan. Do you still want to go? And to my surprise, she still said, yeah, I definitely want to go, which was cool, but it made me really nervous all at the same time. So I texted Jordan, and I was just like, what are we going to do? She still wants to go. And so I brought her along, and at this point, I'm kind of on the edge. I'm like, she's cute. I've never really hung out with her before. I thought it would be at the time just kind of awkward. I thought I wouldn't know what to say at times, but it worked out. It ended up being really fun, and at some point we were standing in line for Ghost Rider, and Jordan made some kind of a weird joke, and I remember Kristen laughing at it, and I wasn't expecting her to laugh. I expected her to be offended. And at that moment in time, I remember going, huh, she has a sense of humor kind of like mine. This could work out. And I remember it sparked my interest. We started talking about a lot of random other things for the rest of the night, but I remember distinctly I was leaning against that fence right there and I almost fell over. And it was just the start of what proved to be later on just an exciting time in my life. So a little bit after we went to Knott's Scary Farm, we had been talking a little bit here and there, and we thought, oh, we should hang out again. And originally the intent was we'll all hang out in a group. It'll be me, Jordan, and Kristen. And so we planned on a time to go to Disneyland. And in my mind, I'm just excited because I get to hang out with this girl. I'm kind of interested in her at this point. And I just wanted to spend time with her, get to know her a little bit more, and have some conversation, and kind of see where things go. Well, Jordan tells me the day of that he's not going to be able to go. Well, this is fantastic because that means I get to hang out with Kristen alone. So I text her and I let her know. I go, hey, Jordan's not going to be able to go. Do you think that we'll still be able to? Do you want to go if it's just us, or will it be weird? And again, to my surprise, she's just kind of like, I don't mind if it's just us. And so I get butterflies in my stomach and I'm all excited at this point. And so we go to Disneyland, and it's just us two, and it's not awkward at all. It's not awkward for a second. We have a great time, and World of Color time comes around, and we're in California Adventure, and so we didn't get tickets earlier in the morning, so we thought, well, what are we gonna do? We wanna see it, so we're gonna have to run all the way to the back side of the pier. And we ended up running from all the way on that side towards the Goofy ride and the entrance to the Ferris wheel, all the way down to the backside by here where Toy Story Mania is. And we stood here and we watched World of Color together. And I remember while we were watching it, we actually started watching it like a good amount away from one another. We started with a couple feet between us, and by the end I hadn't moved, but somehow Kristen's elbow ended up touching mine by the end of the night. And I just remember getting giddy and just happy that I was here with her, and it was a cool moment for us. And I had pretty much established in my mind, yeah, I really like this girl. So after Disneyland was over, we went out to eat afterwards, and we ended up staying out at Applebee's until, I don't remember, it was late, probably 1 in the morning. And I remember leaving just wanting to hang out with her more. Like, I didn't want the day to end. We just kind of worked and we started hanging out. We hung out every day. And the next day after Disneyland, it was church, and we got donuts afterwards. And again, we stayed up in the donut shop talking till who knows when. And I remember thinking, oh, this could seriously turn into something. I think little did I know at the time that I was developing a best friend. I don't think I understood what was coming out of it. I don't think I knew that the friendship that was being created, that was coming out of those days at theme parks and long talks and texting conversations and things like that would lead to where we are today. And I never knew that I would enjoy someone's company as much as I enjoy her company. And I never knew that I would want to be around someone as much as I want to be around her. And I never knew that I was gonna fall in love with this girl that I had just passed by for years. Looking back, it's not credit that we can take. I don't think that either of us consider this relationship a thing that we've accomplished. I think we both look at it and see God's handiwork in it and see how He's made us compatible for one another, see where we're lacking in our person and how it's going to be made up in the other person. And I know now that I'm so in love with Kristen, and I absolutely can't see myself spending the rest of my life with anybody else. And with that, I think that there's only one thing left to do. There's only one step to take in our relationship. And I think that all starts with a really important question.
You want to come up here with me? So, I love you. I didn't think that I was gonna cry.
I could have told you.
Oh gosh. I mean, I made it through Toy Story, but I didn't know I wouldn't make it through this. I don't know anyone more special. Sorry, let me say that again. I don't know anyone more special than you. I don't know anyone else that I want to wake up next to every morning. I don't know anyone else that I want to hold their hand for the rest of my life. It's only you. I don't know who else I could ever confide in, who else I could ever say compliments me as much as you do. You're such a dork. But I would be absolutely honored, and I would love it if you'd do me the privilege of being my wife. And I think that question is, will you marry me? You have a ring, you can put it on your finger if you want.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you didn't say no.
That would be weird.
That would have been awkward, right? All right, speech? Okay, that's all. We're done.